Hello everybody and welcome to Zephon New Dib Syrup Fountain. As you can see, the main syrup around here is blood. Look at it! Blood everywhere. We had the Titan come on. Oh dear. Tiku Anulabahu. Labuha. Matim Earding Eve, the Cyclops, who is now our caged guest. Yeah, I didn't handle that very well. I probably had 60 dwarves and didn't have military. Of the last 30 migrants caught me off guard. We were busy digging cisterns and trying to mine for iron and all sorts of things. Got caught off guard, didn't have a military, and what I probably should have done is I probably should have shut the gate that we have installed here. I need to probably come straight in the front door, and we have got him, yeah, in this cage here. That cage there, we got him in there. And I only had 5 cages, 5 cage traps, and we dug this tunnel. If you didn't watch, we dug this tunnel as we were being attacked. We installed these as we were being attacked. And I weren't sure if they were going to hold him. If they hadn't held him and he'd have got in here, into the main fortress, we would have got mullered. Absolutely mullered. And to that there is no doubt, because he was massacring us out there. I mean, we had no deaths. He's done 29 of us, basically, and we've got another one who's about to die soon because we have a worker who is currently insane, and he's refusing to drink or eat, so he'll be dead soon. Now, I'm not going to ask the dwarves to kill him. In our new vein of trying not to go mental and spam everything, I have off camera. I don't do much off camera. You know how I do this. I play this nearly like a live stream. I just play from start to finish and record with very minimal edit, and I only edit if we have a problem. But yeah, off stream, because I wanted to look at all the attributes. So again, these are all quite specialist. We've got 1 or 2 that are just sort of like, hello, you're going to do a bit of everything just because I need you to. We had no metalsmithing and no blacksmith and no armour making, so I had to sort that out. Other than that, yeah, that's good to go. So there's one thing I didn't do, and I'm still not going to do it, and we could... Oh yes, I found the mugs. You know, I couldn't find the mugs when we were trading. There is a finished goods bin, and I'm quite surprised. Do I need to find them for you? Trust me. I also found another way of doing it anyway. You can go Z and stocks. You may all know this, but I didn't. I was determined to find these mugs. So I ended up on finished goods bin. And then I done Shift and Z to zoom. And then that will zoom you straight to it. So there's a gypsum bag. If you go down to the finished goods bin, there's where all the mugs are, as you can see. And some solid gold jugs. Yeah, so possibly when I was in the trade depot, so I thought if you search for mugs that would still find them in the finished goods bin, but apparently not. If I'd have dragged the finished goods bin into the trading depot, and then dragged that to the elves, then we probably would have got the mugs. But anyway, that's where they are. I do troubleshooting off camera. That's one thing I do off camera. I try not to scratch my head too much while we're playing. I did think that we have reinstalled all these floodgates, which I like in this texture pack, but still didn't install... we still didn't install... what do you call it? A thing. My brain is hurting. Oh, fortification, basically an arrow slit. I was going to put a fortification in or a grate to stop monsters coming through, but As there's none shown as on the map, I'm assuming there's none in the brook. So I think we're going to pull the lever. No, we're not going to pull the lever at all. We need to go to the river. Well, one thing we are going to do, we're going to sort out our injured and our dead. We're going to sort out burial chamber and a hospital. But I'd like, for the hospital we need water, we need buckets. But what we need to do, very, very camouflage this is, I used to use a texture pack called Space Fox, and that was like this. Until you smooth walls, this is how it'd be. You'd get like a red wall, then a slightly lighter red floor where you dug it out. Really hard to see. So I'm thinking if we channel down there, water should then flow into there. I think. So we need to go up, and we need to designate channel that tile. Right. Hopefully someone's going to go and do that. Come on, Dwarfy. Someone can come and do it. Right, there is water there now, and there is water to the floodgate. Excellent. Right, let's open the levers in the incorrect order, just in case the area floods and the levers aren't hooked up, because we've had that issue before as well. So, I think I started at the river. See, again, I didn't name these, and then the next one, and then this one is the highest one, which we don't want to open. So I want to open that one. Now, what I am going to do, because people are crying quite a lot, well, I say people, I mean dwarves, is job manager. Oh, sorry, Q. I started typing a bit early. Bucket, wooden. Just make 6, please. Right. Let's see if we get this lever pulled. Oh, I did that as well. Pulling a lever is one of the hauling tasks in Dwarf Therapist. So is there no way of seeing if that is open or not? There isn't, is there? That's not showing as open. I don't know if there's 2 different graphics. We're now going to find out anyway. So we've got the top one, middle one, and I'm assuming the top one is the river. Let's pull this one then. I'm a bit concerned that there's not a different graphic. But hey, maybe there isn't. Right, that lever's pulled. Is anything visible happening? Yes, there is something visible happening. Oh, there's blood in the staircase. Doesn't want to be vampire blood. If you have vampire blood... Here we go. So that clearly was open. If you have vampire blood in your water supply and your dwarves drink it, they can turn into vampires. So that's awesome. Right, so that's filling up and making mist, which dwarves love, but there's no dwarves there to appreciate the mist. Now we want a hospital. We need a hospital. So how close do we put the hospital? Right next to the water, so they don't have to go far to get any? Does that seem like a good idea, or does that seem incredibly stupid and dangerous? The way we play, either is good. And I still don't have a military. Have you noticed how I've sorted that out immediately? I had too many dwarfs anyway. So we've had a trim out. that is going to be a hospital. We do need to care for our living. This is quite a long corridor. We've got so many dead people. That's possibly not long enough for... I hope you can hear me because my microphone was nowhere near me. I'm now going to play that back and then come back to you. Right, sound was actually surprisingly clear. Sounded a bit echoey, but the microphone was about 2 feet away. I got a blue snowball, and they're meant to be quite directional, so I was a bit concerned. But that's fine. I split my audio between the game sounds and the microphone, so I can actually turn it up a little bit post-recording. I didn't need any more technical errors. Here, what I was saying is I was going to line the corridors with the dead, but I'm not sure now. Maybe we'll go the other way and do that. Right. So this is going to be a bit of planning now, because we're not going to cut these out. So I don't want to set 50 million mining jobs. Just thinking if there's a best way of macroing this, but there probably isn't. I do like macros. You don't even really get to play the 3, and then you'll be doing vertical anyway. We will do macros. If you've not seen macros before, I will show you them because they are awesome. We'll do them when they're more relevant. If I'm recording a macro, I need to have my fingers working a bit better than this as well. Like I said, none of these are hooked up to corridors, so none of these will get dug until we request them to be done. I'm just using them to map out what I know I want to do. So I'm sort of quite happy with this layout, and it's not a layout I've done before. I don't like repeating myself too much in my layouts. You know, I used to record macros of the same layout all the time, and it worked great, but it's not that much fun when you're doing the same thing every time, and also when you're recording you've got to definitely mix it up a little bit. Right, so that's like that. This we do want to dig out. What's that? That's a trial hole for... I didn't even realise we had one of them on this layer. A bit disappointed in that actually. I want the layers to be really neat and tidy. Oh well, we might be able to incorporate that in our design somehow. Not really what I wanted. I'm now looking at it thinking, is it a burial chamber or what? Oh, it just doesn't sit right there. It's not centered on anything. How can we make this work for us? I didn't even realise we had that trial hole. I'm calling it a trial hole. It probably isn't one, that's what I'm calling it. No. Okay, this is where the dead are going to be buried. I've just now decided this. In my ultimate wisdom. So if we do that, and then I was then thinking macros, but no, it's really not worth it. Not for a single tile dig. He's then saying, and I should have really macroed it because it probably would actually been quite good. Right, I'm going to macro one of these just to show you what a macro is if you're not familiar with them. So if you're going to macro, you need to think your starting point. Hobgoblin beer. I would show you the label, but the green screen will probably wipe half of it out. But that is Hobgoblin, ironically, in a game that hates goblins. Not as much as we hate elves, though. Not elfish beer. Right, so let's give ourselves some room. Right, we're going to start here. So we're going to hit Control and R. You can see at the top of the left-hand side of the screen, we've got a flash and record. So we're going to go D for designate and D for dig, even though we're already on mine, because if we weren't on mine, we need this to switch over. So we're going to hit enter. We can come down twice. We're going to do our thing. We're going to do our thing. Whoops. And as you noticed, I'm doing it completely differently to done it last time, but this is going to work fine. So all a macro is doing is recording key presses. So you can use it to assign rooms, like you can do your bedroom, you can do assign bedroom, size bedroom, place bed, blah blah blah. You could put a coffer in there and a chest, and you could have it all done. Right, so now we put Control and R again, and that has stopped the record. And I think Control and S is saved, so we can save this as burial chamber. You don't have to save it, but now L will give us load. Control and L will give us load, burial chamber. We don't have to load it. What we could have done was we could have stopped the record and gone straight here and pushed Control and P for play. There you go. So that is the beauty of macros, super fast. So as you can imagine, I used to design whole fortress layers and then let the macro do the work. But we're actually going to cancel a designation because we don't want to do them ones yet. And we'll even cancel this. Seems we're lacking in numbers at the moment a little bit. Right, so now we want to build some coffins, so we'll put in a job at the managers. Are they coffins? They are. Rock coffins. We're going to ask for 30 because that's as much as a manager can do in one hit. They can do stacks of 30, and we have got 29 dead, so that will be a good number. Right, things are happening. Let's unpause and just see how many idlers we got. But we're floating around the same 2 or 3 dwarfs, and that's the glass maker and the fishery worker. Well, we're soon gonna. I'm thinking we're gonna have a fishery over here. Do we have any chests? Make wooden chest. We'll have 6 of them. Only want 1, but that sounded painful. They're still crying about empty buckets. The wombat is fighting. Peak and wood bolt. Right, we need to sort ammunition out a little bit. 2. We've got 2 at the bottom layer. We've got multi-layer switched on. I'm not a huge fan of multi-layer, but there you go. Happy days. Is the hospital big enough? Is the hospital big enough? How big is it? Just out of interest. Q. Yes, boy. Right, build door. Let's have a door. Build bed. Bed's here. Bed. Uh oh. Should put planning mode on. It makes life so much easier. So planning mode. You can choose your materials on planning mode, but I tend not to bother. I use planning mode for this sort of speedy behaviour. Build. It's going to be a coffer, isn't it? Not a chest. It's going to be H. It's going to be a container. Empty box or bag. I will wait, because if you put planning mode on, they'll sometimes put a bag in. But I do need some traction benches now. And we're remembering the last fort or this fort. I do often ask for traction benches early in the game just so they're ready. No, we don't have any traction benches. Job manager. I do love the manager. It saves trolling around looking for your workshops. Traction bench. 2 should suffice. Right, can we make this a hospital yet? Yes, we can. Hospital. Hospital information. We have no thread, no cloth, no splints, no crutches. No powder, no buckets, no soap. I know we've got buckets made. We have got powders. I bought loads. I bought some cloth. I bought some thread. We need splints and crutches. So that's no biggie. So we're gonna go job manager, splint, wooden. We want 5. We're gonna chuck in 8 because people might already be injured. And crutches, wooden, 8 again, seems like a good number, so the carpenter's going to be busy. Unpause. Why are you sleeping on the floor in there? Diagnose the council's searcher needs thread. Well, I'm sure I bought a load of thread. I think the problem is we played another fort so recently, or I did, should I say we? Well, we did. We played together. No thread. Obviously no thread then. Giant thrips mangled chitin. Giant thrips right wing. I need a farmer's workshop. Because we've got an alpaca which we can shear. I'm now getting into the realms of things I've never done before. Right. I want them burial chambers done first before I carve out any more workshops. I know I've got some workshop space here, but since we've already got a couple of glass smelters, I want to put forges and smelters in there, and obviously these big stockpiles will be more relevant. More relevant. Speaking of which, let's query that. No, let's not. Let's build E, S, a smelter. I could just dig down to magma, but I'm not feeling the need. Famous last words. I'm not feeling the need because the amount of wood we got, we can use charcoal, and we're now finding coal. I'm going to start making some metal armour soon. The dwarves are reasonably happy. Some are getting happier, and I haven't smoothed any walls or anything yet, and some are, you know, considering they've seen death and destruction quite recently. Right, miners are sort of finishing up what they're doing, so we're going to diggy hole. I don't know if you know the reference of diggy hole. I'm sure most of you do. It's Minecraft, Blue something they were called. Anyway, it's Lewis and Simon. They're really funny. Really funny. Like a double act. And they sung a dwarven mining song called Diggy Hole. Don't need 2 doors. What have I done on the other corners? Could have pushed shift. I have put 2 doors in. That's foolish. Because the whole idea is to be able to lock the nutters in. I didn't lock the last nutter in. I thought we were going to sort him out with the little bit of glass that he needed. I thought he wanted glass. We tried our hardest for him. Right, that should get that done. I'll give our miners something else to do. And we want to build coffin, which is burial receptacle. Not container. I want burial receptacle N. Put planner mode on. And we've got auto burial switched on. So hopefully the corpses should be dragged straight in here as the receptacles arrive. If we get a haunting, you can sort it out by engraving a slab. Right, the fact that this my last designations are blue tells me that I've got not dig on, but planning mode, which is M, marker only, which is good, because if you want to plan things out, you can plan things out, but I tend not to do it that way. I just tend not to connect up. Yeah, that's why it's blue. So you select dig as a designation, then you select M and marker only, so they'll not dig them, so you can design your whole fortress. The thing is, you can't just change the designation, you do have to go over the whole thing and redo, so you don't actually gain a lot. And also I'm of the opinion that you tend to mark it all out, and as soon as they start digging they hit water or the caverns or some minerals that you would quite like, and that screws your plan up anyway. Right, you need a crutch. Right, now I've got a hospital. They want to do loads of hospital things. You're mining quite slowly. Are you injured, or are you just not a very good miner? Proficient miner. Wounds? None. Preferences? No. Right, we'll let that happen. What is occurring up here? We've got people wanting to be in the hospital now. We've got one anyway. Sorry. I'm guessing a 1 wide. Oh, we're getting there. We got 6 and 7 on the first layer, so the second layer will start filling up soon. Nearly everybody's working again. Glassmaker, well, that's not surprising. I'm sure the glassmaker should be hauling.
Summer is upon us.
Summer. Oh, I should have hit a button really. It's a good time to pour my beer out whilst auto-saving. Well, that's alright. We've got a couple of inches of beer. Might have to do a trip to the fridge. Do a fridge run. Well, they're leaving seeds all in the dining room. There's normally a way of doing it. You can tell the seed stockpile to take from that area, I think. Right, so what I was going to do, I was going to query this stockpile because that other stockpile's getting very full. And we're going to allow finished goods in here. All finished goods. It's going to fill it up a little bit, but I'm going to take the strain off the main stockpile, which is getting incredibly full. I think this one is probably already set to take finished goods. I think this one is set to take everything, yep. So I say main stockpile, it's not really, because we're moving downstairs. These could be more relevant. Is anybody building coffins? What is going on? Sad music. That's the glassmaker. He was refusing to drink and eat anyway. He was always going to die. Unlucky. That's how I feel about that. Oh, the traction bench needs a chain. Right. You? Chain. Is that going to be something stupid like furniture, isn't it? Lead would be perfect for that. Just because I think we've got some. Chain. Five lead chains. Z, this is the way to do it. Order something, then check your stocks. Full. Lead bars. 8. Excellent. Alright, build door. Have all my workshops got doors on? Even if you put a door on, I can still smash a door off the hinges normally if they go berserk. Yeah, planner mode for the next one. I think I've got doors set up on workflows. This is the beauty of workflows and planner mode. Planner mode just gets things done. And workflow means there will be... Don't really need doors so much on the stockpiles. Right. Speaking of stockpiles, P. Bars and blocks. It's going to be B, isn't it? So that seems quite prudent. Query that. We can have bins in here, and it's gone for maximum bins already, so that's good. I was going to drag sand in that in here, but I don't think that's very necessary. We're already going for glass as an emergency for the Fey mood. We're going to set up an ore stockpile. And that'll be under stone, I believe. Change settings. Stone. Metal ores, definitely. Economic ores, yes. Other ores, no. Clay, no. Right. I need things to be built before I remove these other workshops. Right, I just gouged out a load of another area for a reason. What was the reason? I have now forgotten. Something was required of me. We're going to need mason anyway. No, not burrow. That needs sorting out. Big style. Go away. Build, workshop, mason. Mason's workshops are often just best built where you're mining because they just got instant access to stone. Oh, I know what I was going to build. A farmer's thing. Farmer's workshop, W. See if we can get some thread made up. So I'm just looking at everything. Yes. I made an ashery, but we need another bucket, don't we? For that. So that's going to be build workshop and an ashery, which is Y, and I'm assuming we actually have a bucket now. Barrel and a bucket. Yeah, you wanted a lot of stuff, didn't you? Soap making is quite a convoluted process. Traction benches have been completed. Build, I think is it capital? No, it's not capital T, so that's traps and things. Traction bench. Well, where's that then? Oh, scroll. It's probably off the page. I do scroll the font in quite big so you can read it as well. Capital R. We have got planning mode for traction bench as well. Look. 1. Capital R. 2. And also I wanted to build a container. H, of course it would be. Peach wooden chest. And then I can put the stuff in there. Right, we also need to do a dig job when we have a hospital. In case we have a werebeast attack. Yes, indeed. How is the water situation? It's a bit strange, this multi-layered view. I find it very disconcerting. When you're playing the 2D top-down, nothing to catch in the central swamps. Well, that's okay, because I'm trying to sort that issue out for you. I don't know how well we are sorted yet, but I think the water needs to be up more before this becomes a zone. Let's have a look. Pit pond. Yeah, it's not a water source or fishing source yet. I don't know if it ever will be. I don't know if we need to get down a layer. We might well need to get down a layer. See, that clearly would be. Yeah. This is my concern. See, my concern was about flooding. But my other concern is now the water's not going to come up high enough. But I think if we dig channel, this is a bit high risk, as it were, while they're working. But if we do that, and let my dwarfs do that, that'll get us nearer the water. Yeah. Maybe. He says. What if I... That's a water source. Can we come up a layer and continue the water source? No, that doesn't work. That is a water source. And no fishing, so fish are obviously not coming from the brook. Oops, to there. So we don't need to build a fishery there, right? I've established that. To be honest, I'm not that worried about fish. Right, hospital. We have enough cloth, we have some splints, we have some crutches, we have powder for casts, we have buckets, we have no soap. We have boxes, we have bags, we have traction benches, we have no tables. Okay, they want operating tables. I thought the traction benches were them. Build table. Planning mode. Do you reckon they want them beside the bed to drag them off the bed onto a table? Is that the plan? It is now. Designate smooth. I do like smoothing, but normally... Can we carve a fortification straight away? Designate. Capital F. Carve fortification. It's hard to tell. Because doesn't highlight anything you do on a wall in this texture pack. Sometimes you have to smooth before you can carve. I'm not sure how it works here. Right, we're now filling up the last layer. Who is this? A human caravan. Now that could be promising. Hopefully they can get in. Hello humans, do you like spiked wooden balls? Alright, they're struggling. Where are they? Here they come. Had me concerned for a little while. We have some idlers, but we're going to need them for hauling.
A dwarf with an idea is a very dangerous thing.
Taken by a mood. Taken by a fey mood. Oh, Jesus. What does he want? Has he taken over a workshop yet? Could be handy to know.
This workshop's mine now.
He's took a craft dwarf's workshop, so it could be handy to know what he needs before he goes nuts. I must have bones and rock blocks. Okay. E. Bones, not good. Blocks. We have blocks made of rock. We have animals. Turkey hen, turkey gobbler. That one is a pet. You're a pet. Yak cow. Butcher. We'll have cow meat. And look at all these poults. When they grow up, we're going to have so many turkeys. Then we're going to have turkey leather, turkey stew, and turkey bones. Reindeer calf. That's water buffalo cow. We're going to butcher that. Let's get in there. Donkey foal. We'll let you grow up. Right. That's hopefully got the spay mood. Not sorted, but... Right. Trader requested. Let's move some goods. Right, just out of interest, let's try finished good bin. Yeah, so there's going to be the mugs. I ain't even going to bother with that. Because we have got... See, but the spike wooden balls, we can just search spike and we don't... Doesn't... Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. So maybe that's weapon bin. Or is it just all trap components? Who knows? This is just like... G. Trap components? Have we only got one bin of trap components? That's not great. Let's check our workshops. Craft, make bone bolts, make wooden bolts. Is nobody assigned to make wooden balls? It's a carpenter anyway, isn't it? Make spiked wooden ball. Okay, Alt and W. 20 to 50 and we got 50, have we? Well, I weren't really thinking right, was I? That must have been early days. 200 to 500. Right, let's hope our spiked wooden balls are worth a lot. Right, move some stuff. What? Who's idle? Bookkeeper and a miner. A miners are idle? Really? And our miners are not down to do any hauling either, are they? Nope. No, 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 no. Nearly done it again. Right. Shouldn't take too long at the depot because that's all in just in one bin. Trader is still requested. Things are happening. A fishery worker is throwing a tantrum. Why? Well, this water is now coming higher than I thought it was going to. So now we can have... Surely we can now have this as a water source. We can. Still no fishing, which doesn't upset me too much at all. Because that at least means we're not going to get any monsters come through. There's not any fish coming through. There's not any monsters coming through, is there? He says, hopefully. Trader. Do we have a trader? Do we still have a broker? Is everybody dead? Broker. Have I got anybody got relevant skills? Right. Chief Medical Dwarf. I'm guessing it puts the most relevant person at the top of the list, since that always comes first. Go on then. Right.
I feel a little better now. Sorry about that.
Horrified. Come on in, trader. Broker man.
I'm going to keep this thing. We come here in hopes of a better life.
Is that migrants? I'm assuming it is. Hopefully not too many this time. I don't need a massive influx. Come on, broker. Right, his start and production, mysterious production, so that's awesome. He'll now become a master craftsman. All I'm really worried about at the moment is getting a trader at the depot. Not military. Ah, noble. Broker. Adil. So where are you, Adil? Pick up equipment. Militia commander. What equipment are you going to pick up? We're not doing any training. What's going on in the squads? They're still set to kill. Cancel order. Crying out loud, he's in a cage. Get in that depot. Did he get in there? He did go in there. Jesus. Shift and enter. 13 grand. Right. 1 second. Literally. One. Sorry for life. Fridge. Beer. I'm back. We need more beer. And then we're going to check the migrants. Then we're going to start a military. Because that was crap last night. That was last night when I got massacred. The death and destruction night. Right, gold bars. We don't need any bars. He says we're going to buy all that glass. Because that cost us a insanity attack. Have that cheap rope and that cheap rope. Crystal glass jammers, no idea. Toys for the kids. Donkey, we have got a donkey foal. Horse, goose, cow. I have got a cow, but I probably just killed it. Water buffalo cow, I had a cow, what a bull, llama, I got one of them. I'm not really into the animal thing. Right, wine barrel, we're into wine. Have some milk. Bayberry. Gnome Light, that's like the best beer in the world. That's a grand. But that is meant to be supersonic stuff. And they love it. The dwarves love it. More Gnome Light. Can we afford the Gnome Light? Beer. Bronze pick. That's a bit expensive. Silver two-handed sword. Copper pick. Copper pick at 88. That's a bit better. We could make our own, to be fair. Yeah. Mind you, yeah, I'm being tight now. Let's get copper picks. We've got some migrants, and that'll be an instant another miner. And another one. That's 2 miners. Remind me. All this, if you're not played before, all this human armour is too big. You can't wear it. You can smelt it down, but you can't wear it. You can use their shields, but all their clothes will say large. Chests, yeah, why not? You know, we got loads of wood, but we also got loads of money, I think. Right, bag. We'll have that bag, that's cheap enough. These bags are quite expensive. Yellow sand bag, we'll have some sand. Polar bear leather bag. Sounds great. Polar bear bag. Lychee wooden chest. I like lychees. Anyone here eat lychees? When you peel them, they look like an eyeball. Taro seeds. Don't even know what they are. Probably grow above ground. Hang on. Coyote leather bag. We'll have that. We'll have some flour for the kitchen. We'll have some lentils. Bull shark leather bag. Chicory seeds. No. Yellow sand. We'll have some more sand. Glass could be a thing we play with. Never played with it before. Blue peak leather bag. We'll have some cloth bin for the hospital. A couple of cloth bins. Another one. Leather bins. Leather bin. Leather bin. Leather. Leather. What are we doing? Well, we've still got 200% profit, so we're still buying. We are buying in a big way, baby. Arrows, very elfish. Bolts, very dwarfen. Raccoon bone earrings. We don't really need any. We'll have some cabochons. We'll have some of these and some of them. A couple of anvils. Here we go for the tappy for all the food. Right, they're on 100% profit still. We go for 50% profit and our people are normally ecstatic. Everyone goes away happy and they bring back more good stuff. Yarn. Yes, for the hospital. Can't wear any of that. We can have a backpack. Another backpack. Quiver. Cheese is quite expensive, but we're quite rich. Cheap crutch. Books. A drum. More books. Parchment. Right, we're still on a massive profit. Right, you're not having that. Look at that spiked ball. Trade a loss. Oh, we took the bin away. What? Oh, okay, I get you. So we take the whole bin away. We've got to label them individually. Sorry. Like this, we actually get the bin back as well. Right, that's 50% profit. I can't fathom you ending up with all of these items. That's over 50% profit. Thank you, wonderful. We got left with a bin and 2 balls, but you know, for some wood, we got a huge amount of stuff. Now, do I need to remove a zone that I had down here before everyone drowned to death because they're stupid? Okay, that zone is still in. Happy days. I can't see any smooth and any fortifications going down, so I'm going to designate smooth. Smooth that. Oh, that's flashing. As is that. Right. Coffins are going in, so if we query these, there should be bodies in them. We've got auto burial. This is the resting place of Doran. Bubble. Guesshood. Kel. Right, okay. So coffins are going in. Build door. Excellent. What are these waiting for? Q. Architecture. Metal smithing. Potash making and lye making. Okay, we're going to have a little look because we had death and destruction. Metal smithing. We have 4 of them, even though they're non-skilled. But they have been assigned. Potash. We have 2 of them. We have a soper. We have 1 lye maker. Oh yeah, we got some more bods, haven't we? Migration wave. Right, how many did we get? 21. I don't want all these people. 21 dwarfs. Rolls. Let's have a look at some numbers. Right, they're already been auto assigned, which is good stuff. There is a DF hack command called auto labour. Ah, we bought. See, had to remind myself, didn't I? We bought 2 picks. Let's go back to rolls, labours rather. Right, what are you? You're milking and cooking and milling and 39 mining. You'll get better. What are you doing? You're masonry, stonecraft and stone detailing, so you are definitely someone who can handle a pick. Okay. Right. Beer. Let's get rid of that glary screen, because that's probably blitzing out the webcam and all sorts. 1 idler, when we've got so many migrants, is actually quite impressive. But they're probably all hauling, to be fair. Pause. Right. We need a barracks. And I'm not heading that way. That way is gone to bedrooms and a more quieter area and a dining room, I think. Don't know what them crosses are. We drowning up here yet? No. Yeah, that could be worrying. I should really build a wall or a gate or something. Oh dear. What did I then say? Barracks. Do they want to be outside even? Right, job manager, how are you getting on? Things are being made. Right, you need to make an armour, which is spelt incorrectly because you're foreign. I should keep saying that, alienating my foreign viewers. I'm only saying it being cheeky anyway, that's just me being me. Weapon rack. When I used to play Minecraft online, I'd always moan at the American boys for spelling colour wrong and grey and armour and just being cheeky. chests. We're building them. We got some of them. Right. We need them. Military. Hang on. Z. Stocks. Crossbows. How many have I got? Loads. I got an iron one. Bronze ones. Steel. I got a steel crossbow. How on earth did I get a steel crossbow? Someone must have brought it with them. Did anybody else bring anything else good with them then? Oh, what? Dwarfs don't normally bring anything decent with them when they come in. Axes would be interesting because I might need another woodcutter. I just got one, haven't I? Job manager. Axe. Iron battle axe. 3. It's a bit excessive really, to be fair, but there you go. Yeah. Also, while I'm feeling crazy, not flying in the sky, down there. Let's go across to this little project we got going on. K for look. Hematite. Control V. Let's vein mine the shit. That's pretty close to the edge of the map, so that's not going to do it. Okie dokie, let's go down. Let's get the hematite. Is that gold? Gypsum. Is that going to actually mine gypsum powder? Or is that going to do something strange? There's a big chunk of it. But a hospital could do with gypsum. Control and V, was that all? I literally knows. Control and V. Gypsum, oh, that's a shitload of gypsum. I'm not mining any more gypsum for ages because it's not the best use of our miners. Right, down. Iron. That's another Minecraft reference. Doc M77. I learned a lot from watching him when I was a Minecrafter. German. Iron. Right, we've got six miners now. We've got 6 picks. And this is going to keep them busy for a little while. It's also going to keep haulers busy, so it's quite a long way. I have some gems. Quite a long way. Oh, pardon me, bubbles are now happening. Is this the last layer of iron, do you reckon? It's a good call though, heading to the mountains, definitely. Well, I've made quite a few bad decisions in this fort, but at least I made one decent one. Right. Military. Militia commander is our manager, so I'm really hoping he's not going to die in a hurry. It's a pity you can't. I don't think you can have more than one manager because you put more than one broker, because you could, you know, you could just get them like you get more than one miner or more than one carpenter, and they could get trained up. Right, one thing I want to do before I forget, I have actually asked for 3 more axes, so I'm going to sort by nothing, and then I'm going to sort by who's the best woodcutter. Right, you're a miner, you're not doing no woodcutting. You're a tanner and a butcher. What are you? You're a fisher. You are now a woodcutter. You've got a lot of jobs. You do hunt and trap and animal training, so do you. You're a wood burner. We're going to need more than one wood burner. You can cut wood. No, my luck, we'll be panicking for wood and we'll be trying to cut it and burn it at the same time. Right, what are you? You got a food job. You're a child. You are a leather worker. We don't actually have many leather workers. Wood cutting. You're a plant gatherer. You can do wood cutting as well. Let's apply that. Right, leather worker, because we're going to need leather working. 1 leather worker. Boa. Incredibly good miner. Butcher and tanner, and so you're used to playing with the dead animals. This is my theory. I like theories. You are now a leather worker. Right, so let's get into this. Furnace. Oh my god. Furnace operator. We have 3. None very skilled. We have weaponsmithing. Armoring. Blacksmithing. Metalcraft. And this is shit. They all must have died in the battle, in the death and destruction. Right, back to this. Can we have a new name? Because that's terrible. Name the squad. Can't have a random name. Obviously not. Right, Mads Mashers. Mads Mashers. Uniform. Metal. Metal armor. Yeah? Oh, military. Why did that happen? Where's done? Escape. Yeah, that takes you back to there. Right, what we got? Planter. I know we've got a lot of farmers. So unfortunately for the farmers, they're going in. Fishery worker. Another farmer. Another fishery worker. But there's 8 people in Mads Mashers. Squads. Aye, Mads Mashers are active training. No, inactive. Active training. They have no. They have nothing. L. Archer. The Mortal Labours. Name squad. It's not the first time I had the bastard bolts, but it's easy for me to remember that they're crossbowmen. Right, the ones in green are already in the forces. Planter. Why is it when I hit enter you're not joining the army? Farmer. No? Have I suddenly forgotten how to do this between now and the last time? Hunter. Position. Vacant. Available. Have we got to fill the first vacancy first? Farmer. We have. Okay. We'll have a hunter. Another farmer. A ranger. And a gem setter. Serious stuff this is. We've only got one mason, one woodcrafter, one manager, one bookkeeper, one carpenter. A miner. I don't want to put a miner in the army. A mechanic. Right, okay, they're archers. Wow. This is some serious stuff. My workshop's not getting built. I'm hoping that's going to happen shortly. Right, oh yeah, sorry. Squads. B, the bastard bolts. T, you are active and training. We have no barracks or any archery targets or anything for you to play with yet. So you will be lambs to the slaughter. We've only got 42 citizens, which is good in a way. God, we've got some livestock. Because, words are failing me, 80 citizens until we get a goblin attack. Right. The reason I'm over here again is migrants tend to bring animals with them. They need to be pastured or they'll wander off and die. Another puppy. Loads of poults. Loads of poults. Right, currently pastured, P. Not currently pastured, this is loads easier. You can sort out grazing and non-grazing as well. A duckling. A fill, another baby llama and another donkey. I'm not sure what sex that is compared to the one we've already got pastured. That could be handy. Right, so let's drop down to this area. We're still on these, so we can now set this. And I believe there was another turkey that has appeared in our midst. These poults need to grow up and then they can be murderized. Puppy, turkey, gobbler. And that's a pet, so we can't murder it. Okay. I'm presuming them poults will eventually grow up one day. I don't know how long they're going to take. The farms look like they're doing alright as well. Right. Not M. Job. Manager. We've got a lot to do now. So we've got armour. Iron. No, that would not be armour, that would be... Oh, my typing has gone to shit. Iron breastplate. 8. We're going to chew through some iron now. Leggings. Iron. 8. Gauntlets. Iron. 16. Boots. I'm not sure if I think low boots and iron boots use the same amount of iron, and high boots give more coverage, protection. Helm, iron, 8. Blah 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 blah. War hammer, not iron, silver, 8. Right. Our silver war hammer is double-handed. Can we use a shield and a war hammer? Right. Armour. Leather. 6. Leggings. Leather. 6. Gauntlets. Do they do leather gauntlets, or have they got to be... Yeah, that don't work. So they're going to be gloves. Adamantine gloves. Yeah, we'll have some of them. 12. Boots. Boot. Yeah, that is, I think you get one boot, not one pair of boots. I had this discussion with you before, but leather. 6. Right. Now we need to go into... Oh my god, I thought that was a forgotten beast. Oh, yak bone table. What more could you ask for? Oh, this is simple. A yak bone table. All craft or ship of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of round siltstone cabochons. The object menaces with spikes of yak bone. And it's not worth fuck all, but that's good. Your mining things are not being built. Workshops are not being built. Pardon me. This is, I swore, I heard it come out of my mouth and I burped. I'm foul drunk after just a couple of bottles of beer. Yeah, why not? I don't think they got anything we want, to be honest. Let's get the trader out of the depot. You've not got anything I want. Are they human guards? Yeah, human bowman and human hammer dwarf. Cool. Build. Just because I'm... No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to, I refuse. Have you smoothed that out yet? Doesn't look like it to me. Designate. I have a stone detailer. I do. Stone detailing. I didn't mean to do that, sorry. You are a woodcrafter. I have 4 stone detailers and some stone crafters, so surely they should be doing the thing. Okay. No one's complaining about not having a drink anymore. Ha! Water. Masterpiece wooden bolts. Yeah, that's not what I want, is it? I need metal bolts now. And my forges are not getting built. Smelter needs architecture. Right. I'm not going to make... Everybody should be an architect, seriously. In this game. Because there's like no skill required. You just wander up to a building and go, there you go, you're done. You do not very much.com. Oh yeah, waxworking and beekeeping and that really went to tits, didn't it? That was quite sad. I'd never done it before and I was getting right. We got hives installed. Build Ultra H hive. I think even though he smashed them, they still stayed there. Yeah, we got 4. I saw them. They were like when I was doing my off-screen troubleshooting. The Titans hit them, but they didn't actually destroy. They just moved. Right. I'm hoping this fort is going to be long term. I was a bit blasé with it to start with. I know. Right. Pause. Build armour stand. Needs armour stand. Well, we're having one built. We'll stick it there. Weapon rack is R, I think. It is. Planning mode. You can build that there. And then chest, which is H for container. Put that there. We've got loads of them. But you can practice there when you eventually get some stuff. Right, in a fort this big, you need more than one of each type of workshop. I think we've only got one mason. Yeah, and he's pretty busy. So did I build another mason in my new area? I think I did. I think I asked for it to be built. Needs masonry. Needs any workshop of farming. What is that? Farmer's workshop. Needs any workshop of farming. That's strange. I'm back here again. Masonry. We have 3 masons. Let's find a lazy dwarf. Who are you? You're fish cleaner, butchery, cheesemaker, stone detailer, bower. Have we got anyone more lazy than you? You're a level 6 farmer. You are plant gatherer, plant processor, milker and brewer, and a shearer. We might have some shearing for you to do when we eventually get a farmer's workshop. You're not doing much. You can do a little bit of masonry. Right, I'm not spamming it. I'm still not spamming it. But we do need less... Not everybody to be a specialist. Otherwise these workshops are never going to get built. Everyone's very busy. A lot of that could be because of the human. There's a lot of store and stockpile. The humans delivered a lot of gear. Soldiers. We have quite a few children. Yeah, we do only have 42 folks. 29 missing, and a lot of them are wombats and skunks. Which, to be fair, are animals we're hunted, so that's not quite as bad as that initially seemed. That wall is not getting smooth, is it? No. Smoother! Five and 6. When that all says 7s, that's full. So I believe that has done what we thought that was going to do. Just about. The water I referred to. How are we doing for time? I don't know, because we were recording for a little while with no microphone in front of our face, and that was before I started drinking. Okay, the merchants are leaving. Query. G. We're still trading that weapon bin, are we? We're going to move a few... Get in there. We're going to move a few more wooden balls in there. We're going to have another look before they go. But I really don't think they got anything we want. So they didn't have before. I wish there'd be some kind of alert that when your trader got in there. Yeah. It's hard to tell when they're all running in there and running out again. But they're obviously taking all the stuff that we have purchased. They'll leave and I won't be ready for it. Lots of people in the dining room. I do want to build a grand dining room. Where is our trader? He's obviously busy somewhere. They've embarked on their journey, okay. They're off. See you later, humans. Arm and chest. Can we make that a barracks? We can. That's quite cool. I didn't know if we could. Done. Mads Mashers. They can train there. Individual equipment. I think that means that they leave their equipment there in that chest when they're finished training. Don't quote me on that, so I've never used that function before. They're not sleeping there, clearly. The bastard bolts, they're not doing anything there. We may sort something else out for them. Might be my normal. My normal is the old zigzag. I don't know if we could do the zigzag. I tried not to do that. I tried not to do this traps and stuff, but there go the humans. But we ended up doing it anyway.
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Google kicked off. Did you hear that? Okay, Google. Have you farted?
You can blame me if you want. I don't mind.
That's one I built myself. I built a Google Assistant with a Raspberry Pi. I've got about 10 Raspberry Pis in here and tinker boards and all sorts of things. I like single board computers and soldering and playing. But that's another thing that, and I don't do videos for that, that's just my thing. Cage traps, yeah. Hey Google, are you friends with Alexa?
As a grafter, she has my respect.
Hey Google, Star Wars or Star Trek?
On the website businessinsider.com, they say, those aren't Star Wars movies, they're abominations. But in the spirit of fairness, I'll count them. Even counting the newest Star Wars installments, the franchise is still better than the Star Trek universe.
Good girl. Anyway, yeah, we won't speak to her anymore. I'm surprised she triggered somehow. The voice recognition picked up on something and thought it was the trigger. Yeah, that was one of my builds. It's not quite as capable as a purchased Alexa or whatever. It doesn't link to radio stations. You can do with a little tinkering. That's my next thing. You can link it to some YouTube radio stations and things apparently. But yeah, that's something else. We're not going to talk about that. We're playing Dwarf Fortress now. Right, pause. Something has been built. A smelter. Okay. We can make steel. But to be honest, I'm more interested in getting that iron smelter that's coming in. 10 to 50. And we're going to ramp that up to 50 to 100 because I want lots. Pardon me, Jesus wept. Yes, Mason. Farmer's Workshop. Process plants. Shear animals. Spin thread. So we can shear an animal, and we have got an alpaca. So I'm thinking that we can shear an animal. And I'm hoping that we can spin some thread. Workflow, cannot guess the outputs of this job. Okay. Sorry. Right, the smelter query. With me waving a mouse around, it's going to be so much better once you get used to not using a mouse. We'll remove that workshop. The ashery can be removed. Ashery. Make lye. We need to get into the soap making industry as soon as possible. Right, get on with that. So what are you then? You are waiting for metal smithing, which I have got more than one metal smither, I'm sure. Metal crafting. All of these folks, this is all like the metal smithing area. How many wood burners have we got? One? That is clearly a job for lazy dwarfs. You're not a very active dwarf. Neither are you. You are wood burners. Oh, return to game. Unpause. No.
There's an unhappy dwarf throwing a tantrum.
Right, why are people throwing tantrums? A stonecrafter is throwing a tantrum. Why is he throwing a tantrum? I don't understand. Zoom to unit. A spattering of godden flaxen. Is that blood? Dwarf's blood. That was just repeatedly hitting tab, by the way. Bookkeeper. I want to spend some time with the family. I'm lonely. She feels lonely from being away from her family for too long. She feels gratitude, remembering receiving water. She was disgusted, dwelling upon retching on my asthma. She is not distracted after being kept from alcohol. There's loads of alcohol. I've got so much alcohol. There is so much alcohol. If I had nothing better to do, I'd cancel the rest. Right. Bedrooms. Do we want bedrooms on this layer? I don't know if the people in bed are kept awake by people in the workshops. How many more deaths are we going to have? Do we want bedrooms near the dead? I mean, that's not a problem because they quite enjoy going to see the dead. That's like a big dwarven thing, you know what I mean? It's not a problem. I don't mind being near the dead. Just check the hospital while we're here. Shift and H. Not enough thread still. Surprising. And no soap. We have a soap maker, don't we? Carpenter. Boa. Soap maker. Make soap from tallow. Right. The tallow job is always a mission. Tanner. Tanner hide. Butcher. Extract from a dead animal. E. Workflow. Yes. Liquid of any material. That's weird. Now 90. Yeah. Tallow, we get fat. I'm sure we get fat. I'm sure we get it here. I think that's a stockpile issue. I think we have to as food and fat needs to be forbidden. Don't think we're allowing food in here, are we? No. We might be in here though. The top, food, fat, forbid. Right, soap maker. See, that's. I didn't really want the soap maker there. Tab. I need some instructions on the screen. Build, workshop, capital there. See, I don't need instructions. I can remember everything. Bucket. Builder. Go. Yeah, the problem with individual bedrooms, I love individual bedrooms, but the problem with individual bedrooms is if you have a vampire, they'll sneak into someone's bedroom and drain all the blood out of them and no one will see it. Whereas if you're in a dormitory, it does get seen. This is just all big rectangles, isn't it? As ugly as sin. Mind you, that's not a bad layout. I'm not going to sulk about it just yet. Everyone's so busy again though, that's always a problem. Can we make... We need tallow. It is definitely an issue. Tallow always is. I must have a kitchen. Kitchen. Aye. Render fat. Yes. I need to render some fat. What about orders? Workshop orders. Auto butcher, auto slaughter, auto kitchen, auto tan. I'm not sure if auto kitchen is when they use the tallow. Is Firefox not open? Clearly not. Right, I'm on the other monitor now. I do normally do this in front of you, but it's just opened on the other monitor, so that'll do for now. Dwarf Fortress. Auto. Nothing's coming up on auto complete. Well, we're looking for auto kitchen. Tallow. Tallow is made from fat from the render fat job in a kitchen. Fat is obtained from a butcher's shop. Butchering animals. Tallow is to us. This can be a problem if auto kitchen is enabled. Right. Happy days. I thought it was. Mechanic, steel, that's craft or workshop, kitchen. Not where we want to be, is it? We want to be where I was. Order, shift and W for workshops, auto kitchen. Okay, I knew there was an issue. Right, so now we need to murder something. Cat, turkey, hen. We're going to have so many animals soon. Lots of kittens, that's a pet. Stray guinea hen. Butcher that. You need some fat. Lots of poults. Reindeer, calf, donkey, foal, duckling, foal, llama. We might be able to shear the llama, so we're not ready for murdering that yet. We may be able to get a little bit of fat. What happened there? I thought that was the butcher. If that was, he was bloody quick. Now I've not got fat in a workshop anywhere. Now that's concerning me. Make soap from tallow. Right, here. I didn't really want to put a workshop here, but I'm going to have to, aren't I? F, food. Query. S, food. Forbid, forbid, forbid. Only want fat. Done. Masterpiece, spiked wooden bolts. Make lie. Okay. Fat is our next problem, and bedrooms. Do we want bedrooms on this layer? Or do we want to go down to this? Not that layer. That layer's ugly as sin. Now we could do that. That could make usage of that. Definitely. Right, let's see what we can do here then. Well, that's the edge of the map. That's why I'm sitting here tapping buttons and nothing is happening. I don't want to build right on the edge of the map. Right, D. We dig that out. Should be quiet over here. Understatement of the year. Right. You can really abuse dwarves and build a bedroom that looks like a stick. Or we can build them something a bit nicer. Right. So let's go Control and R for record. DD. Let's start that again because that's bad. I moved up one. Control and R has stopped. Right. Control and R. Oh god, no. Query. We need to get the cursor on the screen. Right. Control and R. DD. Enter. Up there. What am I doing? Control and R. This is turning into a bloody farce. Right. Control and R. What I'm doing is I'm keep my finger on control and I want shift. The beer's kicking in, I think. Right. DD. Enter. Get up there. Oh. I should not be drinking when I'm playing Dwarf Fortress. Control and R record. DD. Enter. Why am I on that siltstone coffin? That's because my mouse... I must have bloody mouse enabled or something. It's annoying me so much. What if I put K down? I just want the bloody cursor. That's all I want. Query was looking at the coffin and I don't know why. DD. Enter. Da-da. Bar. What is going on? DD is mine. I don't know what this is going to turn out like. If this turns out anything other than terrible, I will be absolutely amazed. Oh dear, I ain't drunk while I've been playing for a long while. One bottle of beer, that's grim, isn't it? Right, so Control and R should stop recording. I'm not even going to save it because that was terrible. Where did we even start? We started here, didn't we? So that's like space, 1, 2, 3, then the centre. So Control and play. That worked better than I thought that was going to. Space, 1, 2, 3, corridor. Down the bottom. Obviously they won't work upside down, so that is how they're going to work that way up. Oh, a donkey's ready for murdering. Recoup, cancel, drink, horrified. Why is he horrified? There's nothing here to be horrified at. Everything's fine. No stone detailing is going on. Right, I need to... Not job manager. What's going on? Rock coffins. Carpenter's not doing much. Beds. 30. They're going to be made out of wood in this game. Unless you're playing Masterworks, which we're not. Bed. Chest. Wood. 30. Let's get the carpenter going, shall we? Cabinet. Wood. 30. Go. Doors are on a workflow, so we ain't got to worry about them. We're going to build some individual bedrooms. Some dwarfs are right stressed out. 36 are still in the medium land. 1 and 1 are like getting to the really happy land. 2 and 2 are not very happy at all. Let's shut this browser window so I can't see what's going on with the recording.
You can't do that.
Another dwarf. Right.
I'm going to turn you into
Experienced emotional shock. I'm not sure what the emotional shock is for. Maybe because their friends died when the Titan was here. It could be many things. Could be many, many things. Digging and digging, making leather gloves, individual combat drill, good. Soldiers with no activity, that would probably be the archers. So we need to sort of decide on what to do with the archers, really. That smoothing job has not been done. I think the archers, or the crossbowmen, are going to be put down here. I've said this many times, there is a way of building archery targets so arrows don't get wasted, but I never know what it is. And I've never bothered looking into it. It's only a case of some channels, I think. I'll do it one day. Where are they going down there then? Are they going into the fort? The old fort, as it were. Right, new fort. Pair with bucket. Ah, you make soap from tallow. That's not working for us, is it? I make milk animal, shear animal, spin thread. I can't ever remember. We must be rendering fat here then. Have we butchered that animal yet? No. Have we not got enough butchers? Butchery. We have 5 butchers. None of them are very skilled, but still. They're all incredibly busy, aren't they? I want to build soap. Someone else is horrified. Right, the guinea thing has been slaughtered. Has that sparked a render fat? No, it hasn't. Not yet. Cancel grieving. Render fat. F. Repeat. Workflow. Glob of any material. Now 20. We have 20 globs of any material. Oh no. Oh, I think that's all to do with bins and barrels and stuff. Soap making's one of them jobs that... So we need to have no bins or barrels. Yeah, barrels. We need to go for minimal barrels. Forbid barrels. Please. We could end up with some tallow in a little while. I just want some fat. I want to make some soap. Look at them bedrooms go. Miners are quite proficient. They're not doing any... The miners are not doing... That's a bed. That's bad. Q. Remove building. I don't know if I built a door, that built it right over the top of the bed, but I'm not going to... Why is it not removing it? X. don't need N, I just need to push X on each one. Door. Build door. Yeah, soap making's always a thing. I never struggled too much with it, but that macro was amazing. That's why you shouldn't drink and drive, people, because I'm not drunk, but I was crap. 2 bottles of beer and I couldn't even designate some basic digging. What on earth is going on there? This is going to stir everybody up as well. We're doing alright. Things are getting done. They're a little bit slow. Job manager. I do not want... Cancel that. Remove. Excellent. I didn't make the bedrooms as long as I thought I had. I thought I'd have room for a chest and a cabinet and a bed. Lots of people throwing tantrums. There is a tantrum spiral going on and I'm not sure why. Build bed. Could be to the recent deaths, you know what I mean? We had a lot of deaths. I don't think I've selected anybody's pet to be slaughtered because that will do it. We did have half the fort did die when the Titan came in, and people who are family members and friends will not be happy about that. But they got water, they got alcohol, they got loads of food. They're now going to have, they've got places to sleep and eat. They're now going to have individual bedrooms. Right, that's happening. No, not door placement. Diggy diggy. Trying to make it a little bit less square, but I'm terrible at this rounding off thing. We're going to make this a grand dining hall. I need somewhere better to eat. Don't know where the centre is. That looks... We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fine. Six. Yeah. No idlers. Yeah, that'll do. Let them dig out. I'm not really sure if they're going to even dig that, are they? Not until I do this. I'll cancel that. That does highlight it slightly. have I done here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that needs to be. Holy shit! What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, something like that. Saving. Autumn has come.
Arrived.
Build door. Still ain't been smoothed. Where's my bloody cursor? There it is. Door. Armour stand. Been building present. Oh, because we just built it. Weapon rack. Chest. Chair or throne? Oh yeah, H. Giant cave spider. That'll be silk chest. I mean, that'll be silk bag. There's a chest. Archery targets, capital A. Yay! There. Siltstone. Capital A. There. Siltstone, capital A. There, siltstone, capital A. There, siltstone, that'll do. That'll be where the bastard bolts will practice. Everybody's flat out. Fat, globules. Make soap from tallow. Lye, contain soap, unrotten tallow, produce globby. Kitchen. Render fat. No. Promote task. Alter and W. We've got 20. I want more. Only because I want the ones that aren't stuck in barrels. Right, render some frickin' fat in the kitchen now. Immediately, please. We bought so much stuff from the humans, they're just running around with stuff. Which is unfortunate, because this is, what's that, globule? That's tallow. That's tallow. That's fat. So why can't you make... You want lye? Make lye. Do we not have any lye? Z. Stocks. E. Lye. Clearly not. Is that because no stockpiles are having it? Right, P. Food. I don't even want this stuff going on down here. This is like so temporary. Query S. Food. So we're gonna forbid. Lie. So that is the lye stockpile. Holy cannoli. Oh, my beer bottles are empty. So we must have a wood burner somewhere. I just saw someone drop something off. Okay. A finger lime wood barrel. Has it got lye in it? I suppose they're going to put lye in the barrel, are they? Should I have like made that? Let's make it so we have no barrels, just because that does your head in. Right, the ashery. You are set to make lye from ash, I believe. Pardon me, I'm all windy. Make ash. 5 to 10, you have 11. Okay. So that was lye. Where on earth is ash going to be? Anybody know? Can we find it this way? Ash. Z. No. Shift and Z. It's not going to show me. 11. P. Okay, let's just try one. Q. Change settings. Animals. Disable. Is it going to be in stone? I wouldn't have thought so. Bars and blocks. Ash. Or does it have to be a bar? Let's disable that. Bars and blocks. Forbid. Enter, 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 enter. Forbid, forbid, forbid. Our outpost liaison has arrived. Awesome. Have we been making wooden spike balls? Probably not. Stocks E spike. Yay! We made loads. We don't need many because we don't need that much stuff, to be honest. We're doing quite well on our own. We buy some soap off them. We're flat out, aren't we? Right. Yeah, much to share. What do I want? None of that, none of that, none of that. Yeah, for the Fey moods, I don't really care. But we'll have some... No, I don't want any of that. Right, I'm having trouble again. Seeds. Yes. We will pay top quality for seeds. We don't need to pay for anvils, we can make them. We can make them, we can make them. Bolts, we'll have some bolts. Yeah, picks, bring them. Bring armour. We can make all this, but, you know, we might as well bring some. Bring booze and food and powder and meat. We like them to bring food all the time for the kitchen. bags. Silk. We only want silk. We don't want any of your cheap shit. Silk thread. Silk ropes. Yeah, we'll have things that are made out of leather that save us the trouble. We'll have glass for the fey moods. Yeah, we'll have all that because that's a pain in the bum. Thread, why not? Do well. Yeah, we'll look over that. 100% for everything. Oh, they must really like us now then. They're not overcharging us for anything. So all they did there, gems are overcharging and yeah, a little bit. And they want splints, 150%. We can make them. Cut gems at 200%. Okay, we are cutting gems all the time, so that could be good. Right, the dining room is getting done. That smoothing is not getting done, which is a bit irritating.
Holy carp! There is a tantrum happening.
We have more tantrums. Can't see any ash appearing. Or the ability to make soap from tallow. Right. Right, we've been going for over a couple of hours now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Hopefully we'll get some soap going on. I think everyone's just too busy at the moment. I mean, we've got 3 idlers, but seriously, why have we got idlers? Probably because the miners have got nothing to do, that's all. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.